You've had Wendy's nugs dipped in sauce, but have you had them covered in sauce? Wendy's new saucy nugs take the crispy and spicy nugs you love and turn them up to 11. Choose between flavors like buffalo or honey barbecue, garlic parm, or if you're a real heat seeker out there, you can try spicy ghost pepper, only on Wendy's signature spicy nugs. Listen, I'm going to dare you to do it. I dare you. That's 7 delicious ways to try the nugs that you already love. Pick a flavor, grab some extra napkins, and then grab a few more napkins and prepare to nug like you've never nugged before. For a whole new way to nug, it's got to be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's.
I did come up with a question, though, that I'm very excited to ask, which is, I don't know why my mind went there, but how do you feel about the Under Armour stuff that's been going on?
Hey man, I don't work in the Cal Athletics department. I don't work in the Cal Athletics department.
You're like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Thanks again, Andy.
Nope.
All right, see you next week.
See, Zach can't talk about that.
Yeah. In case any future endorsements are on the line or any, hey man, you really threw me one there. No,
Zach's got to be careful too, because maybe the next school he goes to is sponsored by Under Armour.
Yeah,
he can't have that on the record.
What are you doing? Honestly, you were like, hey, that was a great interview. Let's just get him canceled real quick. Zach Angelillo canceled for saying something that doesn't.
I'll ask one Under Armour thing that I think Zach can't.
Yeah, the cleats are comfortable. I like the cleats. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
When they pull out the Joe Roth unis, right?
Dude.
When they pull those out, like what goes through your mind? Like, is it just like, yes?
You just feel cool. Like, I don't know how to say it. And there's just like it's just like a different vibe with them. I don't know. I'm not like a big uniform guy, you know what I mean, with all the wristband stuff, but like it's cool. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. I like it.
You see the different uniform and the different helmets, like just ready for you on game day, and you're like, this.
Yeah, it's pretty. This sweet.
Feels. Yeah.
It's coming too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you pull up to the stadium, you like walk in, you're like, okay, I got the different helmet today. Like, it's definitely it's a cool vibe, but it's a jersey. I don't know. I think I will say this in all seriousness. It's the tradition behind it. I think that really does it. You know what I mean? Because we all know there's schools that have like all the uniform combos and all that, and it's cool. But I think that having the tradition behind it is what makes it meaningful. So it's a cool experience.
Now, were you saw the transition from pre-Aaron Rodgers locker room to post-Aaron Rodgers locker room, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you walk us through just like, what was that like?
Oh, man. So just in all things Cal football, there hasn't been a season where past my first freshman season, there hasn't been a season where we haven't at least started fall camp like in our regular locker room. So I guess really last year and then this year, because this year we weren't in our locker room because of COVID. We get this brand new locker room, and then we can't be in it because of COVID. I mean, a travesty. And then when they put it in, we had to be in the visitor locker room. So it's just like the locker room situation's been so different since I've been here. But Aaron Rodgers really, he did a great job for us. So that was nice. He built it all by hand, too, in case you guys were wondering. So.
Brick by brick.
Yeah, brick by brick,
seat by seat. Yeah, screen by screen.
He tanned all the leather, too.
Yeah, there's a rumor he comes in and actually tacks on your nameplate every time a new guy comes in.
No, he polishes it. Polishes the nameplate.
Yeah. Or he sends somebody in from State Farm to do it for him. One way or the other.
He sends Patrick Mahomes. He sends Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
Dude, how about okay, these Mahomes commercials, is Baker Mayfield on the hot seat? What's going on?
Is it
For the
Baker on a
commercial
different
one.
commercial?
He is, but like, hey, it's commercial season.
I think the Baker ones are funnier. I'm not gonna lie. Like the one where he's with his groceries and he can't get his keys.
Okay, yeah, that one's funny. That one's funny. I like
that one's and like where he keeps going back into because he forgets like his charger or his phone.
Yeah,
and he has to go through
like, they have to
security.
scan him.
Like
Yeah,
those are great. Those are absolutely.
they're
great.
well done. You know what? They've been doing him dirty on Twitter, but they were saying like Baker Mayfield has more commercials than he does like wins in the NFL, like stuff like that. I'm like, oh, like it's I don't know. I try.
Can't say that about this year. He did all right.
No, he did this, but it's pretty funny. Rob, I'm surprised you haven't asked me about the Notes app.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I was gonna get to that toward
okay,
the end
good.
But we can still talk about it.
Let's get it.
Well,
I think it's hilarious. I think it's absolutely hilarious that I'm gonna get it printed. This is like the only player in Cal history ever where I would have gotten a personalized letter of like departure from Cal.
Dude,
I don't think I could beat that. I think I've peaked. I think I've peaked on Twitter.
Yeah, I know. When you show your grandkids that, you're gonna be like, look what Zach Angelillo gave me. They're gonna be like, who? And I'm like, yeah, that's fitting. But my love for the Notes app screenshots on Twitter knows no end. I absolutely live for it. I seek them out daily. It's like a cup of coffee and Notes app screenshots, whether it's like a celeb apology, somebody leaving their school. I don't know. I love them. I love them because I love them ironically because like, I don't know, if you're ever in a position where you are like actually going to Notes app something and screenshot it and post, God forbid you don't crop it before you post it on Twitter. Oh my, I'd have a feel that's like just icing on the cake for me. But like if you're ever in that position where you're seriously about to Notes app something, screenshot it and put it on Twitter, like you need to put your phone down and you need to like evaluate every decision you've made in the previous 72 hours. And you know what? So obviously I had my little tweet thread and my cousins were kind of giving me a hard time about it. They were like, hey dude, you could have just tweeted one tweet that you were leaving. And I was like, no. I was like, no. And you know what was funny was like, when I was like tweet number 3 in, I was like, nobody's gonna read this. I was like, literally the only people that know me about Cal football is the people that like saw the stuff that I did over the summer. That's it. But like, I was like, whatever. So I was like, I'm still gonna send it though. So, but I was like, it was like funny. I was thinking, I was like, do I ironically Notes app that I'm like grad transferring? But then I was like, no, because then people will think I'm serious, and then you die the hero or you live long enough to see yourself Notes app on Twitter. And I was like, oh my God, I was like, should I do it? And then I was just like, no. And I was like talking to my friends. I was like, hey, like, do I Notes app this thing or what? And they were just like, no, you can't, because like they know I'm like but I was like, dang, like. I really wanted to, and like I didn't write one, but I was like, no, just a tweet, and then I was like, maybe 2 tweets, and then I was like, well, I gotta tell him what I studied, and then I was like, all right, 3 tweets, and then I got like I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, and then at the end of that, I was just like, I'm glad some people liked and retweeted them, or else I would have looked like such a loser. But like, whatever, I don't care. I'm pretty loose on Twitter, honestly. I have a good time with it. I throw some ones out there that I'm like, oh, this is funny, and then it gets like like or retweet, and I'm like, hey man, y'all need to step your game up comedy wise like that. I'm like, look at it. I'll be like, that was gold, but like whatever. I'm like, yeah.
There's Andy has those moments too where he'll tweet something out and he's like, it only got 5 likes.
Oh,
this was a great tweet. Like, how did this not catch fire?
Legendary material is being sent out, and it just disappears into the ether, man.
Just I'm like, oh my God! Like there's literally tweets where I'm like, you deserved better. Like you deserve better. I'm like, and then I think about it. I'm like, if I was like a blue check mark, like actual, like a big, like a big name player, like this would have been cool. Like I'm like, if Coin Dang tweeted this would have got 200 retweets. Whatever. Yeah.
Well,
But-
I'm glad I could have played a part in being the cannon fodder that allowed you that Notes app screenshot that didn't actually have to be a full Notes app screenshot.
You
But
are my muse.
a total play.
It was perfect. It was the perfect moment too, because I don't know. This is again me being like, oh guys, check out my Twitter, but like I tweeted the night before. I tweeted that because obviously
Right.
I didn't decide at 5 p.m. that day, but I was just like I tweeted out, I said Notes app season. and I think Rob called and was like said something.
Yeah.
And I was just like I was thinking about it. Hey, you almost pushed me over. Nah, not really. I was like, oh man, like how funny would this be? But I don't know. In the end, I was like, I said what I needed to say. I gave my thank yous and I all that. So.
And you still got your screenshot in. So
all
in day's work. All in day's work.
Trust me, I was like, after I tweeted all that stuff, it was a moment, and I put my phone down on Do Not Disturb, and I kind of just like paced around my apartment a little bit, and it just kind of I just kind of unwinded a little bit. Didn't want to get it in my head too much, and I look at my phone, had some notifications, whatever. Probably not as much as it should. No, I'm kidding. But I looked at it, and then I saw your reply, and you were like, "No Notes app screenshot," and I was like, "Don't you do this to me right now?" I was like, "I will Notes app so hard right now," and so I was like, "Fine, I'll Notes app." I was like, as my finishing act. For the artist formerly known as fullback Zach at Cal, I will Notes app screenshot. Ironically,
This is my parting image.
this is my
Me riding
gift.
into the sunset.
Yeah, and I was like, I think I told you like hang it in the Louvre. I was
Yeah.
After I said that, I
Do
was
it.
just like, dude, log out of Twitter for like a day. Like,
Yeah, you went all the
I
way.
need to cleanse.
Yeah, it was necessary. You needed to go. You needed to see it all the way through.
Yeah, for sure.
And you did it.
for sure.
You did it.
Yeah.
Well, Zach, before we let you go, got a couple quick hitters. Just because you're wrapping up your time in Berkeley, we want to know like just some of your like spots and things in Berkeley and about about being a football player here and everything. So the first one, I have a couple things listed.
Fire
but the
away.
first one, your favorite restaurant or restaurants in the Berkeley area.
Category.
Ooh, Andy, you got one?
No.
No? Oh, you want all
Just-
time?
No, I just want number one.
Oh,
You gotta make it hard. Gotta make them sweat a little bit.
Dude, you don't understand. There was food that I ate when I came to Berkeley that I had never even seen before. And now I'm like, I go home and I'm like, what do you mean there isn't a Burmese restaurant here? Like, it's like, like spoiled. But I will say this though. One of my best friends on the team, Eric Nisich, he and I have very similar like culinary taste, meaning we don't just go to, Top Dog every single meal. We do go frequently, but not every meal. And so there's this spot on Shattuck. This isn't an ad, by the way, so I'm still eligible. NCAA, don't come looking for your boy. But they're not paying me. But well, when that name, image, and likeness hits, y'all can get on my line. But it's called Taste of the Himalayas. It's like an Indian Nepalese place. Fire.
Yes.
Chicken tikka masala. Put that on some rice. Give me some garlic naan. And I'm out. So Eric and I would go there frequently. But I think pre Global Panty, we went there like once a week and just like sat down and like ate.
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah, we were on like a first name basis with the lady that owns it. I mean,
Buffet style? Is it buffet style?
no, it's not buffet.
No,
it's a sit down
Yeah,
restaurant.
okay.
Like it's nice. They do takeout too, but it's a sit down restaurant. It's good.
It's good. It's
Um,
real good.
Yeah, so that place is fire. I I'm a big Thai food guy as of moving to Berkeley.
Ooh.
Yeah, love
This
Thai food.
Andy will judge you by the restaurant that you say. Andy will judge you. So,
Okay. You can judge me, but if you're gonna judge me, you have to give me a replacement.
okay.
An additive. All right. M Thai on University.
Okay, that gets a pass. That place is solid.
Okay.
That
As long as you didn't say
Thai-
Thai basil, you're fine by me.
I like M Thai.
Man.
M Thai is
You
good.
got me.
Yeah, M Thai is good. That's probably my favorite spot. Thai basil is convenient. It's closer to the stadium. Like if you need something quick, you're like that smile that you just gave me. I wish everyone could have saw that. That was like, yeah, dude, you're an idiot. Like, but yeah, M Thai is probably my favorite. Like if I'm getting Thai food, I'm going to M Thai. There's also, Steve's Korean barbecue. Do I need to say
Let
anything
the
else?
Koreans in, baby. We are
Let them
so
in, baby.
good with the football team. I don't know what it is.
I know what it is. It's like less than $12, and it's
elite.
enough food. That's what it is. Like there's no other way to put it.
It's enough food.
Zach,
yeah, it's
Zach,
elite.
when the pandemic is over and you're ever back in Berkeley, you're getting real Korean barbecue at my place. Like
Okay,
that.
perfect.
That is what we're doing.
Perfect.
We're not.
Yeah.
Or
The look that he gave you for Thai basil is the look I give you when you go to Steve's. And I understand.
What?
I understand
For Steve's?
I understand the reason you go to Steve's. Right? I totally get it. I totally get the portion size and everything. But that's not real
Delicious.
barbecue. That's not
Okay.
real.
Okay. All right. Well, so what you have to do then is I'm going to take you up on that offer.
Oh, of
and
course. Of
we'll do Korean barbecue. It'll be delicious.
Andy knows Korean barbecue at my place.
yeah,
It's
I would say like I'd be down for that or Agane or Obi Town. We could do
Obi-Town.
Korean fried chicken
Korean fried
with a
chicken.
little K-pop going on.
Obi Town. Okay. I've been eyeing that spot. Okay. So I'm in this like existential crisis of now thinking like, oh my God, have I eaten at all the right places before I graduate? And so now I'm literally like, dude. All right, I'll say this. Notes app is good for two things. Reminders for restaurants and a grocery list. If you're not doing one of those two, delete the app. But unless you want to entertain me, then keep it, please. But I have like an ongoing list of like, okay, gotta try this. Italian food, all right. I'll say this too. How you described your Korean barbecue, if you haven't had Italian food from Neil Angelillo, my father, you might not even bother. Like we have a pizza oven in the backyard that he got built, like a brick pizza oven.
That is legit.
It's a real. I can't even eat like regular pizza. Like if you give me like a regular slice of like pepperoni pizza from somewhere, I'm just like, this is so mid. Like I like what?
Wait. Except for Zachary's.
Dude,
Zach
I own that
Bain's
place. Are you kidding me? Like what? Yeah, no, Zachary's is good. Zachary's is good. Oh yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm a thin slice guy, not a deep dish guy. You can hate me, but that's the truth.
No, I know. You got to be if you're going to do the Italian. That's more like traditional than
Yeah, it
so
is.
You're all good there.
Chicago style. Yeah, the Italian food that my dad makes, second to none. It's so good.
I'm going to assume you had a hard time adjusting to the gypsies habit then.
I'll be honest. I was more of like a pasta bene guy than a gypsies guy.
No, I know because
Okay.
gypsies isn't actually good.
Oh, okay. There we go. I like pasta bene. I think it tastes more authentic to me. I like it, but that it was also on our team like meal card, like meal plan type thing.
Oh.
Pasta bene was on it. So
Nice.
DR, do you guys know DR too?
Yeah,
on Durant.
DRs. Yeah.
Next to IB's. IB's is on our meal card. Whatchamacallit? DR's on it. I like DR a lot too. DR's good. DR's like a solid like pre-practice because it's like
Yeah, you got your
not too
rice, you got
heavy.
your meat, you got your salad.
yeah, it's kind of just like
it's
like it sits nice. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
good. But yeah, I like that. I like that one. You know what? I just never understood. I was like, why is Top Dog not on our meal plan? Like our meal. Well, and then I was like, because they don't want you eating 8 Top Dogs for practice, dummy. But then I was just like, oh, okay, like that makes sense. But I was just like, post game, like give me a little, But I still went all the time. I'm on like a first name basis with like several guys that work there. Just pull up.
Yeah.
But
Hey man, I was always jealous when we were coming out of practice and you guys had like Chick-fil-A ready for you guys to take away, and all of us beat writers would be just like walking past it, just sulking, and then the football players come by and they all grab a bag as they leave.
Man,
man.
Cal football treated me very well. Got no complaints there. I have a lot of appreciate. Andrew and Dennis, I think they did a big job, and then Liz, our nutritionist. Well, she might not have been responsible for the Chick-fil-A, but otherwise for the meal, otherwise for the meals. But yeah, they treat us very well, so I'm very grateful. I would tell anybody that was like, how do you guys, are you eating enough? Be like, yeah, I'm taken care of. Don't worry. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, two final questions.
As far as restaurants go, yeah.
Oh,
shoot them out.
Yeah. No, go ahead. You can finish out your thoughts.
Yeah, as far as restaurants go, I would say the ones that I said, and then, man. Oh, there's this place. It's more in Oakland. It's like deeper in Oakland, but it's called Hot Boys fried chicken sandwiches.
Yes.
Have you guys had?
It's on my list.
It's on my list too. Yeah.
It's on your notes app? All right.
Yeah.
It's solid. You know what though? I will say this. I need to see a little customer service step up, because I did the online order and then I was 10 minutes past the online order and then it was another 40 minutes and I was like,
ooh.
You waited 40 minutes? All right, before you part, you got to get Smish Smash. Smish Smash is fire. So if you haven't had that yet, get Smish Smash. Yeah. Okay. Pop up. Great customer service. No issues there. Just do the pre-order.
Just adding it in.
Yeah. Oh man, right, I've been pumping Smish Smash.
Okay, I'm on Notes app now for the people that can't see. Give me your list. Smish Smash.
Yeah, Smish Smash.
Okay.
Obi Town's a classic.
Obi Town. Okay, I live close to that one. I know. Smish Smash. Obi Town.
My number one tie is Pinto Thai.
Pinto, as in the Mexican bean.
Yeah, same song. Pintoh.
Oh, Pinto. Okay, Pinto Thai.
And then
Farmhouse Thai is my go-to Thai spot. But that's
Farmhouse. I was gonna say a lot of people probably say that.
Their fresh spring rolls are the best in the Bay Area.
If you think I didn't just write fresh spring rolls, all right, cool. All right, the Notes app has been edited.
Two last questions before we let you go, Zach. First
Keep
one
coming.
is you talked about before we went live, like you're talking about playing some Xbox and stuff like that. And who is the best Madden or 2K player on the Cal roster?
Okay, you guys are gonna be really disappointed. I don't play sports games. Like I just like I haven't played Madden probably since I was in early high school, junior high. I'm just like a strict Call of Duty Assassin's Creed guy. Like,
ooh.
I just like, I don't know, something about like playing Madden and people are like, oh, you don't like football? Like, hey dude, I play college football. I don't need to play a video game. You know what I mean? Like when I go home after practice, I want to be a Navy SEAL. I don't want to be simulating practice again. But that's beside. But on the team, okay, I'll throw Chiggy a bone. I know Chiggy gets very he gets very defensive over his Madden skills. So Chigozie Anusium is the best Madden player, certified.
Can I ask a follow up to that? Because we've had Trey on the pod, and he said he is the best to come out.
Well, you said current though, didn't you?
Yeah. He said he's the best to come out of recent times. Do you think Trey is above Chiggy?
Trey Beck?
Yeah.
All right. If you're asking me to come between Chiggy and Trey Beck, I'm graduating and I would like to have my life intact, and my friendship with both of them. But
we will leave it with a decline to answer.
Those are also two of the most competitive guys in that game, in terms of smack talk while you're playing. So, and I don't know this from playing with them. I know this from their Snapchat stories of playing each other and being like, Chiggy, what do you gotta say? You're trash. And it just, that's just a battle that I don't need to take part in. That's also part of I'm probably I don't know, but I'm probably not very good right now, or have been since the year of our Lord 2012. So I don't need to go throw my hat in the ring for a Madden competition and then just get spanked. So I'm good.
That's fine. That's perfect. Yeah. You're talking to two gamers here that rarely. Well, the only sports game I play is FIFA. Andy's a big Apex, and I think
Apex.
He's playing God of War right now. I think.
Oh, God of War, nice.
I'm in Assassin's Creed. I'm playing Valhalla right now. So
Yeah, I right now. Well, I play like COD with like my friends and cousins. Play like Warzone, and then I got Valhalla. I haven't played it a ton. I really liked the Greek one. Was Odyssey? I liked Odyssey a lot. That one was fun. Valhalla, I don't know. It's all right. I haven't put enough time into it, honestly, but whatever.
I will say I played Fortnite. It'd be interesting to see if any of these guys listen to it, but I was playing Fortnite 2 days ago with Zach Maynard, and Keenan was on the line with Zach on the other end, was like, yo, bro, it's good. And he's like, oh, I'm playing with these ATO guys. And Keenan's like, oh, those are good people. So, like, Keenan plays Fortnite with one of my buddies who's in the fraternity with me, and it's like I've always invited them to play, but I never knew who they were. And so Ahmed was like talking with them, was like, who the hell is this Cal Bears 07 dude? Like, I know it's one of my buddies. And they're like, well, you know it's a Cal guy. And he's literally talking with Keenan and Zach Maynard about who this Cal Bears 07 guy is, so that it all connected, and it turns out I was just jumping in their lobbies like randomly. So anyways,
that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm definitely a Warzone guy. I've been on a hot streak with Warzone lately. Not to brag.
I am horrible at Fortnite, terrible, and
I've never played Fortnite. Like it's never been downloaded on my Xbox.
Yeah, I'm legitimately so bad, but it's great because I was addicted to Apex, so now I'm retired from Apex. And so I love how bad I am because I take no attachment to the game, and I'm solely there for communication. And
hey, there you go. It's a social thing. Yeah. But like win the game, man. But yeah, I never played Apex or Fortnite, just Call of Duty, honestly. But yeah, my little brother, we're very different in some ways. Like he's like a huge, like really good like gamer. He has like the whole like setup and all that, you know. And he's like legit though. I mean, I think I don't really understand the metrics that well, but like I think he's like legit. And he plays League of Legends. You guys play that at all?
He's a LOL guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a LOL guy.
I know. I'm Korean. It's in my blood.
StarCraft, is that a
Legends,
thing?
Dota. It's in my blood. I'm what's it? I'm disowned from my friends if I can't play that. So.
Damn. All right. Yeah, but he's a pretty he'd probably beat me in any game, honestly. But I'm like, hey, you want to go play football? He's like, no, I'm good. So yeah.
Well, Zach, our last question actually comes from a fan, Sid. She is, I think, graduating in the same class as you, but she's up at Oregon, but she's a Cal fan.
Okay.
She asks,
all right, hey, you're rooting for the right team. Don't worry about it. You can root for Coach DeRuiter up there now. There you go.
Well, we're rooting for Coach DeRuiter too, but we just hope he never beats us.
I'm rooting for Coach DeRuiter on a personal level because I have a lot of respect and love for him as an individual. But you know, go Bears.
Sid's question is, what is Justin Wilcox really like outside of the media? Also, good luck with your transfer, Zach.
Well, thank you, Sid. I appreciate that. What is he really like outside of the media? Oh God, I have to give a political answer. No, I'm kidding. Coach Wilcox is awesome. He, I think it's apparent, obviously, that I was never like a star player, never really had a that much like of a, fan or whatever. But Coach Wilcox always treated me, with a lot of respect, even, as a walk-on freshman. And we have a really good relationship. And, we talked a lot actually when I was deciding to grad transfer, and he shared a lot of, things with me that, what he thought about me, and we, I'm not going to obviously get into the details of, our conversation, but we have a lot of respect for each other, and I definitely appreciate him, taking a chance on me as a 18-year-old coming out of Fresno and giving me the opportunity to go to UC Berkeley and play for Cal. And I couldn't speak more highly of Coach Wilcox, and the way he runs our program is he likes to say it's about what you do and what you give to the team. And there's a lot that can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but to me what that means is when you're on a team, and it can be I I told him, in our conversation, I said, thank you for teaching me about, life and not just football. And he told me, he's like, when you're a part of a team, you have a role, and it might not always be, to be the star. It might not always be to, have the fanfare and all that. And, for me, it wasn't in my time at Cal, but, I've had the opportunity to do a lot of things because of being a part of that team. And, I wouldn't change any of that. And just, being a part of a team to Coach Wilcox is, what you give to the team is what you get out of it. And, that can mean, as far as like playing time, as far as, how you perform, but also to me personally, it means, if you're a good teammate to people, and if you are that guy that's always, whether it was, when I was, on scout team, giving a good look to the starters, or, being a role player in any way, and, what you give is what you get out of it. And what I got out of my experience at Cal was amazing friends, the opportunity to talk to guys like you. And that's a compliment. That's a compliment.
Oh, my heart.
And amazing world-class education. Roll on you Bears, #1 public university in the world. Sorry, UCLA. And also sorry to my dad, who's a Stanford alum. He was, when I decided to go to Cal, he was just like, "Hey man, I hope you're happy." No, I'm kidding. He was happy for me. But I got an amazing education. I got lifelong friends, guys that'll be in my wedding, guys that will be around my family, around my kids when we're older, hope to be a part of their lives. Amazing relationships with these coaches, an opportunity to experience something, outside of my little bubble in Fresno. And I think that experience really is what, when I reflect back on the past 3 years for me, that's what's going to, stick with me the most. It's, I think it's kind of cliche to say like, oh, like, you don't remember practice, you remember, your friends, but like, it's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, when I was going through my decision and all that, I was like, man, I'm going to miss these guys. Like, I'm going to miss being around everyone. But, being a part of a team and being a good teammate and being, part of something greater than yourself is definitely very rewarding. And that's what Coach Wilcox likes to emphasize. And also, I mean, I know that was kind of like a roundabout to your question, Sid, but Coach Wilcox is awesome. He's a great leader. He really embodies what it means to demand a lot from your players, but also to kind of like, he cares about us. I mean that because, I know that he cares about me and he cares about everybody. And he wants us to develop not only into good football players, but into good men, good husbands. I'm sure that he would be like, hey, all you guys are going to be football coaches when you grow up. But like, he understands that that's probably not the cards for everybody. And, he wants us to be, leaders in our communities in whatever we do. And that's how he coaches us, and that's how he treats us. And the way he responds to adversity is, whether that's like losing a game or like, a star player going down, anything that I've like seen when adversity hits, I like to look at Coach Wilcox, because he gets this face that's like, obviously things, you can get upset at things, and it's a natural human emotion, but he gets like this extra intensity where like, it's like he like almost like wants a little bit of adversity, because he's like, he says, he's like, when stuff gets hard, like, that's when, you really come, that's when your character shows. And, honestly, seeing the way he responds to any adversity is, it's inspirational. And I think he's going to have, success wherever he is. I hope he stays at Cal, because, he's really turned the program around if you look at the past couple of years. But he's going to have success wherever he is, and he's going to, impact young men and, be a culture changer and in all the best ways. And, I couldn't be more grateful to have had him be my head coach for the past 3 years, and just have his constant, the demand that he expects, but that's a blessing. You know what I mean? To go to work every day and know that like, this is the standard and you have no choice but to, live up to it. And I think that's a life lesson that I wish everybody could have, is, having to operate on the Justin Wilcox standard. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Sid. Sid, he's actually really mean. No, I'm kidding.
Well, Andy, do you have any final thoughts? We can let Zach go now. We only planning to talk to Zach for like 30, 40 minutes. We turned into
Dude, I got nothing. You guys keep talking to me. It's all good.
This is awesome.
Any random questions?
Only ones that I know that you can't answer. I've had like 6 of them pop up in my head. I was like, all right, favorite player on the team. Name the then I was like, name the 2 players that Cal fans don't currently know about that they'll be hearing in 2 years.
Oh, okay. I can answer that one real quick. The players that So, okay, I guess this is kind of like cheating a little bit, but Damian Moore, I mean, he's kind of already popped on the scene a little bit, but that dude's going to be special. So watch out for Damian Moore. Also in the running back, really all the freshman running backs are legit. Like those dudes can ball. But outside of the running back room, oh, dude. Okay, I'll give you 2. Both of them didn't play this year. I'm not going to go into details, but both of them didn't play this year. But Jeremiah Hunter and Ricky Correa.
Ooh, Ricky Correa.
Do you guys know what they both share in common?
They're really athletic. More than I'll ever be.
They're from Fresno, man. So those two guys, different. I'm just different. I'm letting you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. So I know Jeremiah Hunter has been marked on our
for a while
watch
now.
List.
Yeah.
So we're very excited, but that's great. And one question with Damian Moore, we obviously saw the flashes of him this year, as you mentioned, but like from an insider's view, what do you see that you like so much?
I think he does a lot of things very well. I'll say this, because of the shortened season, I feel like we didn't get to see like the full potential of freshman Damian, which I think it was Stanford that he had the big run, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like that was just the tip of the iceberg with him. And I mean, I wish we got more games, but the good news is he's going to be back, bigger and stronger and faster next year. So that I'm excited to watch that. But he can ball, man. He can catch the ball. He can block. He can break tackles when he's running the ball. I think he's deceptively strong too. Like his leg drive, I think he's deceptive. I mean, I don't mean that any disrespect to him. Like he's not, he doesn't look like a chump, but like he's deceptively strong though when he's running the ball. And he'll
see it. Like
it's like you can tell because like I mean he's like what 17 or 18, but like he's got a little extra gear to him. He's good.
Well,
that's what we're waiting for. You heard it here first.
Man. They're freshmen too. So
still
they're still freshmen in our book.
I'm excited to see all those guys, man. And like I'll tell you, like I've been texting some of the guys and saying like, hey man, like I'm gonna miss you guys. Like they understand it's a business decision for me, but I'm just so excited to watch the Cal Bears like really from now on. From when I'm an old man at 31, 32 like you guys, and then when I'm like a grandpa at like 36, and then when I'm like about to be in a retirement home at 40. But I'm super excited to be a Cal Bears fan now, and just kind of get to enjoy and like for the next couple years too, like the guys that I played with and like see them. Like I'm so excited to see them succeed, and so excited to see the coaches succeed, honestly, and all that. So. I'm like excited for like that stage of it now. You know what I mean?
So Zach, I've heard you say a couple of times that this is a business decision for you. Given that it's a business decision, and for those who don't see, Zach's doing the cut move. If it's from a business decision standpoint, what does success look like for you in the next step and as you look towards your career? Is it going to the NFL? Is that what your aspiration is? Is it continuing with football? Is it like, what does that look? Is it more of a focus on grad programs? Like, I'm just kind of curious, looking ahead, what that looks like.
Yeah, I think for me, the next steps is I want to be in a position where I'll be a major contributor and, you know, have the opportunity, because, you know, of course it is my aspiration to play in the NFL. And I think, you know, given the right opportunity where I can prove myself, I'm going to ride that opportunity and take a shot. And, you know, for a guy that didn't play at all at Cal, like, that might sound like, okay, dude, like, you know, like, good luck. But, like, you know, I'm going to bet on myself, and I'm going to do everything in my power to, you know, make that happen. And if that's not in the cards for me, I got a degree from this place called UC Berkeley, so that'll be all right. And then I'll also have a master's degree from another great university. So, you know, I have some stuff that I'm working on right now, and kind of just, you know, setting myself up for success wherever I end up in the next couple months. And yeah, so as far as next steps and business decision for me, I'm just looking at, you know, from here on, just kind of like, hey, dude, like, I'm going to be an adult at one point, and that could be, you know, at my next university or whatever. So I'm just, you know, looking to kind of put myself in the best position to succeed. And I have a great head start with, you know, being a Berkeley graduate in the next couple months.
All right. And then last question from me. I'm just rattling them off.
Nah, keep going, dude. I don't care.
Favorite beer coach, like, you're 21 now, right? Is I think what you said. So,
yeah, I'm turning 22 in June. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead. I know what you're gonna ask. Go ahead.
Wilcox can't be the answer. Favorite staff member that you would want to get a beer with?
Dude. I'm gonna exclude the position coaches, Coach Sermon and Coach AT, that I've had. I'm gonna say they're off the table. I'm gonna say Coach Regal, the special teams coordinator. I'd be like, that would be some fun. I think he'd be fun. But yeah, Coach Regal would be my pick to go out with for sure. He's got some juice. So Coach Regal would be sweet. Yeah, excluding my position coaches, that would be my pick, and excluding Coach Wilcox.
So you're saying if you did include position coaches, that it would be Sermon or AT?
Well, I mean, I guess, like, yeah, like, I would. Well, I probably, like, eventually, I hope I have a beer with everybody on the staff. But, like, as far as, like, I feel like that's, like, an obvious choice to be like, oh, my position coach, you know what I mean? But, like, if for someone that wasn't my position coach, but, like, yeah, of course, like, Sermon, Coach AT, like, yeah, them too.
All right, and actually, my last question,
dude, just keep saying last question, and let's see how long we can go. I'm serious, like, just keep going.
5 years from now, you're recruiting for the Cal football team. What's your sales pitch to a recruit?
I'm recruiting for the Cal football team. Hey, Coach Wilcox, I know you're listening. You're probably not, but I know you're listening. Hire me. I actually, you know, if Coach Wilcox is the head coach, I think I'd go take any position. But if I'm the director for I'm recruiting like a high school kid.
Yeah,
okay.
You enter their family home. You got to they let you in through the front door because they know the program and the football stuff. But you're the initial first face and the first words from the program in that pitch.
Okay, so let's walk through this real quick. I've been DMing this kid. You know, he's obviously from Fresno because that's where all the good athletes come from, and except for me. And I'm DMing this kid on Twitter, and he's just like, "Yeah, man, like I'm trying to choose between like Cal, Stanford, Oregon, USC, whatever." He's a good kid, you know what I mean? Like he's athletic. So I'm like, all right. I'm gonna, you know, I'm about to come down to Fresno actually next weekend. So I walk in his front door. And his mom has like a tray of cookies or something. And I'm just like, yeah, that'll do. You know, I mean, hey, Fresno moms, what are you going to do? They're the sweetest. So he like, you know, he's like, hey, shakes my hand. But like, he has like that teenager handshake though, where it's like, hey man, like look me in the eyes, bro. Like, so anyway, we sit down, we start talking. He's just like, you know, I don't know. I really like your academics, but blah, 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 football, blah. I'm like, hey dude, listen. When you're 40 years old and you have a beer belly and you're not in the NFL anymore, if you did go to the NFL, do you want to tell people you graduated from blank school, or do you want to tell people you graduated from UC Berkeley? And I said the kind of people that you're going to meet at UC Berkeley are going to be far and beyond, you know, the kind of connections that you would make anywhere else. And just from your educational experience, you're going to be, you know, among people that are, you know, were valedictorians in all their classes and, you know, do great things. Like I have non-athlete friends that are like, oh yeah, I was published in whatever journal. I'm like, all right, dude, like sick. Like thanks for making me feel like a bum. But like people like that, you know, like who do you want to be going to class with? Who do you want to be, you know, hanging out with? You know, when you're applying to jobs, that it matters. And you know, I've had people reach out to me already and kind of just be like, hey, you know, if football doesn't keep working out, you know, type conversations. And you know, having the opportunities that, you know, Berkeley will provide you outside of football, and I mean, in an amazing football experience to go with it, I think as far as like the holistic experience, you're not going to get a better deal, and you're also not going to get a better, you know, location to, you know, be able to go live in the Bay Area for 3 to 5 years, and you know, go take Bart to the city, go, you know, go get food in Oakland, go, you know, go just enjoy a part of the world that, you know, not many people get to experience, and also is incredibly unique. So, am I hired? Is that were you guys breaking the news for me?
Where's my national letter of intent? I will sign it on the spot.
There you go.
That was awesome.
Perfect.
We'll end there. Believe it or not.
All right. Sounds no. One more question. You didn't even ask me my top dog order.
Ooh, all right. We'll do that. I was going to ask you if you made it to the NFL, would you sign with Marshawn in beast mode?
When I signed with beast mode, didn't Najee Harris?
Yeah, Najee Harris.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Pivot to top dog.
Top
Finish
dog order.
All right, let me set the scene. It's 12:30 at night.
My bedtime's actually 10:30, so I've never been out past 12:30 in Berkeley.
Sheesh. You really are a Cal student.
All right, keep going. It's 12:30. I need a study snack. All right, keep going.
12:30. It's dead week, and it's the beginning of dead week. You've had a couple of drinks. You're now in front of the line at Top Dog. Hit us with your order.
All right, I'd like to give a special shout out to Aaron Nito from Top Dog. He's my guy there, and his son Kai. But I'll go 3 bratwursts, sauerkraut, onions, deli mustard, and let's go. I usually go kielbasa and maybe a calabrese, you know, a little gabagool in there.
The calabrese is 5 Top Dogs?
Dude.
Wow.
You're like, dude, no problem.
That's light work.
Yeah, people can't see the screen, but he's looking at us like, "What are you talking about? 5? It's when I'm not hungry."
That's a bare minimum.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
I forget about these days.
I've put down north of 7 before.
Wow.
And that's not like the Top Dogs, because those are easy.
No. Those
You're going like bratwurst and kielbasas.
Give it to me. Injected in my veins.
Now when I wait,
I have a Top Dog t-shirt.
He's in.
It's different. It's different out here. Yeah.
Andy, now I'm waiting for Zach when he's an alum to go to the young alumni reunion where they give it's all you can eat Top Dog at the alumni house before a game for homecoming weekend.
They're getting run out of business.
Unlimited beer, unlimited Top Dog, and
we're just gonna see.
And now we're not young alumni anymore.
We're not,
dude.
But we still can't see from where we usually tailgate. We can see the back end of it, so we'll see Zach out there.
Oh yeah,
in front of the stall,
just having a great time.
Just like the Top Dogs, please.
Yeah. Well,
how many got going there? I'll take all of them.
Yeah, give me the lot. I'd say I eat pretty healthy, like on a regular basis. Like I actually cook most of my meals, but if you don't have an air fryer, by the way, I don't know what you're doing. But
I used it today too, my friends. I'm right there with you.
I got one for Christmas. It's been used every day since, and like not even joking. And so I eat pretty healthy, but you know when you get that hankering every now and then, you're like, hey, some Top Dog kind of hit right now. What are your guys' orders?
I'm a chicken apple dude. That was like the first one I had at Top Dog, and I've never. So I grew up overseas. So my understanding of sausages.
You grew up in Korea?
Yeah. So
Okay.
my understanding of sausages is like Oscar Mayer wieners. Like that's as far as it goes. So when I
sad
got,
life.
yeah, I know exactly, right? Tell me about it. So like when I got to campus and I had it, yeah, it was like what's the most unique thing on the menu that I saw? I was like, I've never had a chicken apple before, and I was like, wow, this is
I could hear how
dang
that
good.
sounds.
Yeah. But then, of course, I grew up, and the Frankfurter is always a solid. The Polish is always a good one too. The hot link, of course.
Oh, hot links are solid for sure.
The hot link.
Yeah. What about you? What's your
Chicken apple sausage and
Chicken
the
apple, guys.
calabrese. I'd always go in super hammered and say, "Let me get one of those Cali breezies," and in general, it was pretty well received. So,
Don't let my dad hear that. What'd you say? Yeah. That's good. That's good stuff.
Man. Well, Zach, thank you for sticking around with us and talking. We look forward to seeing what happens with you in the transfer portal and where you end up coming out of the transfer portal. But hopefully, when that part of your non-Cal college football career is done, we'll get you back on here to talk, like real football stuff, and maybe get you on, after a game, talk about what you saw on the field, like we did with Trey a couple times, and get you, your takes and your football knowledge. Pick all that.
Oh man.
Pick all that.
Oh man. That sounds awesome. I'd love that. You guys hit me up anytime.
Yeah. But
Sure.
But we really appreciate it. We appreciate you reaching out to us first and wanting to come on and talk to us. And definitely your story and what you've done over the last year, like truly inspiring. Even just to a bunch of old 31-year-olds here, that we can do better as well. So just thanks for the time. Thanks for all that you do for the community, and just you're just a human being, man. You're a great human being. Way better than Andy or myself.
Nah, you guys are awesome. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. If I could do, if I could be a good person or a good football player, I'd take a good person, 10 out of 10. So I appreciate you guys.
Dang. Well, that about wraps it up for us here on the Golden Bear Cast. Zach, you want to give us a Go Bears to close it all out?
Go Bears forever.
As always, Go Bears.